All right, friends, the last one tonight. External Affairs Minister S Jaishankar will address the 80th session of the United Nations General Assembly in New York on September 28. As the world grapples with escalating conflicts and a fractured global order, the UNGA, themed Better Together, faces scrutiny over its relevance amid unresolved crises in Europe and West Asia. India's economic growth is underscoring New Delhi's pivotal role in shaping a stable world order. Here's a look on what to expect from this session of the UNGA, which kick-started today in New York.
The 80th session of the United Nations General Assembly opened today under the theme Better Together, 80 years and more for peace, development and human rights.
80 years ago, from the ashes of war, the world planted a seed of hope.
La première Assemblée des Nations Unies.
Declaration of Human Rights.
Respect every single human being.
The theme suggests a sense of awareness in the United Nations that there is a need for comprehensive action to keep parties together when the world seems to be falling apart. A stark division of camp politics is already visible after China's muscle flexing during the SCO summit. In the 80th session, the UNGA has more to answer for its failure.
In this context, we absolutely need leaders to come here and to turn the tide, to come here and understand that international cooperation is vital in a moment like this, to come here and do the negotiations and the mediations that are necessary to at least create hope for peace in some of the situations we are facing.
As the UN grapples for relevance, issues pertaining to the speech by Palestinian President amid cancellation of visa by Donald Trump has garnered headlines. India has voted in favor of UNGA resolution permitting Palestinian President to deliver a virtual address next week.
Our position on this conflict has been clear and consistent. We have articulated this several times. We unequivocally condemned the terror attacks on Israel on 7th October 2023. We condemn the loss of civilian lives in the conflict. We call for an immediate ceasefire and immediate and unconditional release of all hostages.
As the United Kingdom and Canada recognize Palestine as a state, there's a speculation that France, Australia and 15 other countries are set to follow suit as the United States and Israel attempt to fend off. The UNGA has also failed to realize a solution for the Russia-Ukraine conflict. Geopolitics watchers are also keenly eyeing a meet between Zelensky and Trump next week in New York in a bid to persuade the United States to join a security guarantee framework supported by Ukraine and its European allies. Apart from resolution on the endless wars, a lot of global chatter has also been about Prime Minister Modi not visiting the UNGA and External Affairs Minister S Jaishankar going in to represent India at the 80th session.
The Prime Minister would like to do anything of that sort. He would like the relations to settle down. And we have seen that since the time the decision was taken that the Prime Minister is not going and it will be Dr. Jaishankar who will be representing India at the UNGA, I think there have been several other developments also. For instance, the removal of the waiver from the Chabahar port in Iran, and that has a direct impact as far as India is concerned. And much more importantly, the announcement yesterday that there will be a visa fee of $100,000 for every new application of H-1B visas.
On the prospective cooling off of China's contention for India's permanent membership at the UNSC and Trump's irritation with BRICS, Einar Tengen had a take.
I don't think they object to a permanent membership. That might have changed, assuming that India is sincere about cooperating with the Global South, with BRICS, etc. But I doubt that they would be in favor of a permanent seat with a veto attached to it.
Despite claims of an elephant-dragon tango, New Delhi is treading cautiously with China but is also balancing ties with the United States. This is what Peter Kuznick had to say about India's firm hand on the United States as well as the leadership of Global South, which warrants a seat at the high tables of the Security Council.
India is not going to play the West's game when it comes to global alignments. India is a member of the Quad, but the Quad has become less of a military organization and more of an economic one. With Modi and Putin holding hands, and then the two of them getting together with Xi Jinping, in many ways represents the face of the future.
Speaking about what to expect from External Affairs Minister's speech, experts suggest that the following will be India's memo to the world.
While addressing UNGA, the EM will most likely raise the question of sustainable peace in the world, thereby referring to Israel-Hamas war and Russia-Ukraine war. Not only that, he will also mention that non-trade barriers or non-trade measures are being taken.
As United Nations grapples for relevance, listen in to what Ambassador J.K. Tripathi had to say about reforms in the institution. Former diplomat Ashok Sajanhar put his bets on India asserting itself as the only ray of hope in the global turmoil. Amid all speculations, earlier clip of External Affairs Minister's speech and sharp comments against terrorism and the ongoing wars have caught the attention.
Terrorism is antithetical of everything that the world stands for. All its forms of and manifestations must be resolutely opposed. The sanctioning of global terrorists by the United Nations should also not be impeded for political reasons.
As External Affairs Minister is bound to speak on September 27th at the UNGA floor, India is seen as a beacon of hope and a stable global order. Increasingly, the road to world peace goes through New Delhi.
विश्व में शांति, स्थिरता और समृद्धि के लिए दुनिया की सबसे बड़ी आबादी वाले देश को आत्मनिर्भर बनना ही होगा.
All eyes hence will be on External Affairs Minister S Jaishankar's speech as he makes a case for a new global order with India as a primary actor in its shaping.